Talking season is almost over, and the preseason AP Top 25 is out, though we all know these early rankings rarely mean much once the games start. Still, it's the last thing we have before kickoff, so let's break down some teams ranked too high, too low, and those who might surprise. South Carolina feels overrated. LaNorris Sellers is an undeniable talent, possibly next year's top NFL pick, but the Gamecocks lost key defensive pieces and face a brutal schedule with games at Missouri, LSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, and more. They could easily drop 5 games without being bad. Alabama is another team some are hyping, banking on second-year jumps and new coordinators, but the quarterback situation is unclear. Ty Simpson hasn't impressed so far, and it's tough to count on unknowns in such a high-pressure environment. Miami also seems a bit overvalued. Mario Cristobal and Carson Beck bring hope, but last year the Hurricanes lost games despite great performances from Cam Ward. They avoid Clemson and Tech in conference play, which could help them reach the ACC championship, but their success hinges on a strong offensive line and a power running game. Michigan's ranking feels inflated too. They lost 5 games last season and are banking on Bryce Underwood, a true freshman quarterback, to elevate the team. If he lives up to the hype, Michigan could compete nationally again, especially with a favorable schedule after week 2. On the flip side, Texas A&M is flying under the radar. They were 8-2 last season and nearly made the college football playoff. With quarterback Marcel Reed and 15 returning starters, they're poised to compete for an SEC title and have key games late in the season that could define their success. Boise State could also surprise. They return 67% of their production and have Maddox Madsen, the preseason Mountain West Player of the Year. Their October clash with Notre Dame might be one of the season's most underrated matchups. Ole Miss feels poised to bounce back under Lane Kiffin, with Austin Simmons taking over at quarterback and a defense that showed promise last year. They might have been playoff contenders if not for a few costly losses. Unranked teams to watch include Georgia Tech, with a soft schedule and dynamic playmakers, and Louisville, which boasts strong rushing attacks and close games against top opponents last year. Louisville could be a dark horse for the playoff. As for a team with question marks, Oregon stands out. Transitioning from Dylan Gabriel to Dante Moore at quarterback, losing key offensive weapons, and facing some growing pains make the Ducks a team to keep an eye on. Finally, the playoff prediction features a mix of traditional powerhouses and surprises, with Texas as SEC champ, Penn State leading the Big Ten, and Boise State making a strong Mountain West statement. It's shaping up to be an unpredictable, exciting season.